Hey, welcome to today's video. This video is very short, so let's jump right in. This is a peel and stick wall decor. I picked up this sign from the Dollar Tree and it has glitter on it, so I'm going to be using some Goo Gone, and this is also from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using that with one of these foam brush, and I'm just rubbing it on top of the glitter, and then that will soften it enough for it to be removed. And I'm using this scraper from the hardware section at the Dollar Tree as well, and I remove all the glitter. It came off so easily, and then I just use a damp paper towel to wipe the excess off. Now I'm removing the tab. Then I took my ruler and I'm going to use this utility knife, and I'm just scoring it until it just popped right off. And now I'm ready to paint. I'm using this white acrylic paint from Apple Barrel, and I'm gonna paint the smooth section. I gave that 2 coats. I allowed the first to dry and then second coat, and then I flipped it over and I gave the other side 2 coats as well. Now it is all dried and we are ready. So before I did anything else, I took some Mod Podge and I applied that on the surface, just on the surface that I will be applying the sticker. And then I used my heat gun to dry that. I then took my sanding block and I just sanded down the edges just a little bit. And this is what we are going to be putting on the surface. So I took my peel and stick. This I got from the Dollar Tree. It says, "Do not worry about anything, instead pray about everything." Now, if you're someone who worries a lot, this would be a good sign to remind you not to. Now, the sign was a little longer than the board, so I had to pare off the edges. So I cut the words apart and I'm now laying them down so that they are aligned equally on the board before I actually paste them on. So I trim them down a little bit more. I then took my ruler and just measured where I wanted to make sure it was even on the inside. And then I used my tweezer. This is also from the Dollar Tree. And I just peel off the sticker and place them on the surface. Then used my hand or my palm to just smooth them out. And then I took the larger piece and did the same thing. Just peel it off, laid it down, made sure it was even before I actually start applying it to the surface. And then once I was happy with where I wanted it to go, then I started rubbing it on. I then flipped it over and just applied a piece of twine, not the 2 ends of the twine. Eyeballed where I wanted it to go. Took some hot glue, glued it on, took a craft stick and placed it on top of the twine. It's done. For this next DIY, I'm using scrap wood, and I'm saying scrap wood because they came in a piece of furniture that we bought, are so solid I decided to use them. I had used one piece in this video right here, patriotic video. You can watch that one. So what I did, I watered down the paint and then I applied it. And when it was dried, I used my heat gun to dry it. Sanded them down. And then applied some Mod Podge and then dried it again. Here I'll be showing you how I transferred words without using a Cricut machine. I typed up and printed out the words on my printer. You can also handwrite them if you're good at that. And then cut out the size to fit your surface. Then you're going to cut a piece of packing tape wide enough to cover all of the paper. And if you notice, if you hold the tape very low over the paper, it acts like a magnet and pulls it up. Then you're going to trim it down if you need to do that. You will then take some water, enough water where you can immerse the paper. Make sure that it's fully covered and stuck to the bottom of the dish or the container that you have the water in, and you're going to leave it there for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you're going to make sure that all the paper is completely soaked, and then you place it on a piece of paper towel, dry the back side of it, not the part that's sticking, and then you're going to use your finger or something with a soft edge to remove all the paper from the tape. If you notice, the ink is now transferred onto the tape. After you have scraped off all the paper, you're going to place this on the surface that you want to transfer or you want to place that image. And then you just use your finger and smooth it out. And this works on any surface. I was super excited when I tried this and it worked without having a Cricut machine. And here I am just doing the same, applying the same process, transferring them to the wood. I then took a piece of twine long enough. I cut 3 pieces, 3 even pieces, and then I wrapped a couple times around, maybe 3 or 4 times around the top of each, tied, secured that with a bow. I am now taking some flowers as well as a boxwood pick greenery, and I'm just going to secure those right above where the bow is. And then after I was done doing that for all 3, I just applied some Mod Podge over the words, and that's to help to keep them in place as well as to give them a little sheen. I then took 3 small cubes, applied some hot glue, and just stick them onto the back, and that will help them to keep standing upright. So there you have it, guys. I had so much fun creating these easy DIYs, so keep the fun going, and you can watch this video right here, or here's a playlist that you can enjoy. And for more content like this, you can click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video.